Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to DS Asylum. I'm your warden, Demetrius Strine, and today we are going to be talking about Dragon Ball FighterZ Season 3. So as you guys know, the World Tour Finals are coming up in just a few days, I think 4 days as of recording this video. So we are going to talk about my Season 3 wish list, my top 10 units that I want to see in Dragon Ball FighterZ Season 3. The reason why there's 10 is because that allows for some wiggle room. There's obviously not going to be 10 characters in it. In fact, I have a feeling there's only going to be 4 because Season 1 had 8 characters and Season 2 had 6. We lost 2 characters. So I don't see why they wouldn't continue that trend. Take away 2 more characters, we're likely only going to get 4 characters this season. But it's whatever. I'm still going to give you guys 10 that I want, some that are obvious, some that are cool, and some that may actually surprise you. So we already know we're getting Ultra Instinct Goku here. That's an obvious one, and let's just get the, super duper obvious choice out of the way. You all know who she is. It's Kefla. Obviously, it's Kefla. She's obviously the number 1 pick, the one who's most likely to be added to the game more than anyone else. That's not even a wish list at this point. She's probably going to be announced with Ultra Instinct Goku. I highly doubt that she, everyone was super surprised that she wasn't in Season 2. So, I seriously doubt she won't be in Season 3. But my next piece is one that, again, is in a lot of people's wish list, and that is Master Roshi. Now the thing is, a lot of people want buff Roshi. I don't want buff Roshi. I want Roshi to only be buffed during his level 3 when he does his Kamehameha. I want him to have a level 3 Kamehameha, and that's when he goes buff and he goes back to normal for the rest of the match. I don't know. I want to be able to use small Roshi. But those are the 2 super obvious ones. Next, we have Super Baby 2, because there's only one GT character, and Super Baby 2, Baby in general, is arguably the most popular character in Dragon Ball GT, so it makes perfect sense to put him in. He definitely has the best arc. The Baby arc is, without question, the best out of all of them. There's no question about it. It's the most popular one. Baby absolutely should be in Dragon Ball FighterZ. Next is an obscure one. Not obscure, but a different one, and that's Kakunsa. Yes, one of the Universe 2 girls. And yes, I know Ribrianne, I know Ribrianne ass is going to be in the game long before Kakunsa will ever be in the game. But hear me out. Kakunsa's fighting style is uber similar to Yamcha's. Seriously, I can see her playing very similar to Yamcha, and even having a near identical assist to him. And I mean, if Yamcha can be in the game and his fighting style is, puts him pretty high up there, he's one of the best anchors in the game, I don't see why Kakunsa wouldn't work perfectly well in the game with him. Next is Buhan. Without question, the most popular iteration of Buu. And before Dragon Ball Legends, my least favorite. He's my favorite Buu in Dragon Ball Legends, but I mean, I've always liked Kid Buu. I don't know why. Buhan just always seemed a little too cocky, and then I found out how much of a hypocrite I am, knowing that Vegito and Goku Black are my 2 favorite characters in the franchise. So, But Buhan should be in the game. He, like I said, probably the most popular iteration of Buu, and probably the most intriguing in terms of gameplay, because you could give him so much stuff. Because you could give him stuff from Piccolo, Gohan, Gotenks. Well, not necessarily Gotenks because they defused, but you could make the excuse that it's still Gohan or Goten and Trunks in there. So, and Baby did actually use the ghosts, so he still used Gotenks moves anyway, so there's that. You could give him so much stuff, and it's just an easy way to make a cool character. Buhan absolutely should be in Dragon Ball FighterZ. Next is Pan. Pan, The reason why I pick Pan is to fill two voids. One, the Dragon Ball GT void, and two, the females void. There's only 3 females in the game. And though there will be 4, because we all know Kefla's coming. So there'll be 4 females, but I don't know. There's just, obviously, Dragon Ball, there aren't that many of them to choose from. So we kind of need to put as many in as we can. And I've always liked Pan. I don't know why. But every single game Pan is in, I always end up maining her. She's always been a staple in Dragon Ball games for me. I don't know why. She's nowhere near my top 10 list of favorite characters. She's just always been that character that no one else ever plays, so I've always gravitated towards her. I don't know. It's just something cool that I would like to see in Dragon Ball FighterZ. Fills the female void and the GT void. And speaking of GT, we have Omega Shenron. Omega Shenron, absolutely, like, if Super Baby 2 isn't added, then he definitely will be added. Because, again, if you ask people what 2 things they remember the most, or what 3 things they remember the most from Dragon Ball GT, it'll be Super Saiyan 4, Super Baby 2, and Omega Shenron or Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. They might say both of them at the same time because they're from the same thing, but the fact of the matter is Omega Shenron is one of the most recognizable things from Dragon Ball GT that there is, so why not take advantage of that? And you can give him some cool stuff. His Dragon Thunder that he uses the spikes on his back for. He could basically, if someone tries to vanish you, you punish them with that. That'd be a pretty cool mechanic. I would actually like that very much, and it would again fill this GT void because there's only one GT character in the game. Next is Super Saiyan 4 or Super Saiyan God Goku and Vegeta. Obviously, I don't want both of them because that's a bit much, but either Super Saiyan 4 or Super Saiyan God, because they're probably the 2 most popular forms right now. Truthfully, everyone likes Super Saiyan 4 and pretty much everyone likes Super Saiyan God. And I know some people are probably like, no, we don't need another Goku and another Vegeta. And to you people, I say, you do realize what kind of game you're playing, right? Like, people always get legitimately mad that there's so many Goku and Vegetas in the game. Like, they're adding another Goku in Ultra Instinct Goku. They added another Goku when GT Goku came out. You do know what franchise you're playing, right? You do know that Goku is the main character. I'm sorry, but if you bought this game and was not expecting there to be about 15 iterations of Goku in the game, I'm sorry, but I mean you might. You just might. But either way, Super Saiyan God is one of those forms that I just love looking at. It's one of my favorite forms. So we'll probably never see Super Saiyan 4 because when we had that chance to get Super Saiyan 4, it became level 3. So we'll probably never get that. But Super Saiyan God is still a thing that very much could happen. And finally, Wild Rider's Bulma. I know. Weird, right? But I see her being this really annoying zoner with the guns and such. Just seeing, how, characters like her and Mai play in a game again like Dragon Ball Legends, give her the guns so that she can zone, give her, some basic stuff. I mean, sure, she wasn't the martial arts master that, Videl was. That's why it's easy to put Videl in a game like this, but She knew how to defend herself. She wasn't completely useless in the Dragon Ball series, and she had weapons. She was more than capable of defending herself, and I think she'd be an interesting addition. Whether she'd be good or not, I have no idea. But she would, at the very least, be a very good addition to the game. But those are basically my 10. I did not script this video, and that's why it's all over the place and sounds like I just thought of it on the fly, but I actually thought of all these characters yesterday, but just kind of went off the cuff with my reasons as to why they should be in the game, and it all boiled down to it'd be cool or they should be in. But at the same time, that's all you really can do in a game like this, Dragon Ball FighterZ. I mean, any character can work. You could make Hercule top tier in this game. You absolutely could. Dragon Ball FighterZ is a game that lends itself to making characters, like Yamcha and Hercule, top tier as fuck. So at the end of the day, the only reasoning you have would be, it'd be cool or they should be in. And again, there are plenty of characters. I could do a top 20 of this and add characters, like Oob or, Tapion, stuff like that. But I mean, there's going to be more content for Dragon Ball FighterZ, whether it be, a sequel to the game, a FighterZ 2, or if there's just a Season 4. We don't know. There could just be a Season 4, and then, we could very much have, 12 seasons of Dragon Ball FighterZ. You got to remember, Bandai is the one running it. And if Xenoverse 2 has taught us anything, Bandai will milk a game until it's completely dead, and then continue to milk it for its, oxygen. Nothing's even coming out at this point except air, but as long as something's coming out, as long as they get $5 out of somebody, they'll keep pushing content out. So, who knows? We could very well see 8 seasons of Dragon Ball FighterZ before we ever get a sequel. So, don't give up on your hopes of your character being in Dragon Ball FighterZ. These are just characters that I think would personally be cool. Some obvious, like Kefla, Roshi. Kefla's on everyone's wish list. Roshi's on most people's wish list. And even Baby appears on a lot of people's wish lists as well. So I feel like, my list isn't that different, but it does have some cool stuff in there like Akunsa and Bulma. But I'm going to get out of here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What characters would you like added? And don't fucking tell me that they shouldn't add another Goku and Vegeta. If you honestly believe that, you need to stop playing the Dragon Ball game. It's a Dragon Ball game, people. There's going to be Gokus and Vegetas. The 2 top characters in the show. You're dumb. Don't come on here telling me they shouldn't be adding more Goku and Vegetas. Just stop. Shush. Go sit down, and if you don't want so many Gokus and Vegetas, go play something else. That's literally what you have to do. If you don't want so many Gokus and Vegetas, you literally just have to play something else. Go play Cross Tag. Go play Neo and Cross Tag or some shit. I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see all of you inmates back here at the asylum for the next video. Also, this match was recorded, or these matches were recorded after me not playing the game for over a month, 2 months in fact, so that's why I'm dropping everything. So give me a break. Peace.